Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Sunday. Hopefully everybody getting through the morning so far. Hopefully whatever plans y'all got today, hopefully y'all keep yourselves safe and vigilant as always. If you was blessed to wake up today, like I said, give your praises to the higher power. Um, Definitely appreciate everybody who tuned in last night for the conversation. Definitely was a good one. Um, you already know if you missed it, catch the replay. Um, I know I was supposed to do some music yesterday before time, but I got called in earlier than expected. So, nonetheless, I do promise my people some tune-ins, and I'm gonna do that today. Chiming in this morning because I don't know. Just wanted to chime in and give some reactions on something. First things first, though. Um, I'm gonna start with this one. It is time for some of you men and women out there to stop moving too loosely to a point where now there's kids involved. If you're gonna be bringing kids in the world, like I said, it should be the old-fashioned way with somebody that you know you're gonna be building with forever. And even if y'all don't build forever, you have kids together, gotta maintain, being truthful in all angles. Shiki, what's going on, baby? Riaz, what's going on? I heard a story that I almost not even that it got reiterated to me. And I almost forgot about it because it was more than a few stories almost to that degree. Um, so guy's getting tested for all four of his kids basically because apparently said something about he ain't related to none of them except for the youngest one, I believe. You've been married, you got four kids, and you come to find out three of them kids ain't yours. That's crazy. Um, I'm sorry, but it is crazy because again, before I even get crazy with it, I'm just giving a reaction to things that I've been seeing and witnessing. B Rob, what's going on, my guy? So apparently, again, done got DNA testing. Three out of those four kids ain't his. He's been married for a minute. Now, may she rest in peace, but I don't know really what to say about it. You decided to take the easy way out instead of dealing with your consequences. I'm not trying to talk foul about her or nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out from the standpoint. Like 6 days later, after everything was said and done, you done committed suicide. Court, what's going on, baby? Miss T, what's going on, baby? Now, see, this is where the problem lies at with me. Because again, you took the selfish way out. You know, so now you essentially left your kids out here, at least the main three, not knowing who their father is. That fourth one might not even know who the father is because I think that fourth one is still a baby. And again, may she rest in peace, but I still feel that was a messed up way to go because again, you took the selfish way. You left your kids out here in this world with no real knowledge of what's what, especially knowing their father. I think that is a sad thing, again, for some of you women that claim to be in love, claim to be married, happily married, that you out here cheating to the point where, again, you are essentially putting blame on somebody that's not even a child's father. Like, look, if you even gonna think to do what you think you're gonna do, I could have swore back in the day it was called protection. And I'm not condoning nothing. But again, if you know you're married, there should be no reason why you having kids outside your marriage. It's the same way with some of you fellas. You can have something good and still mess it up because you want to go outside the boundaries. That is something that we are seeing more and more often as of recent. People just being irresponsible. Like I said, you laying up with a husband and then come to find out he ain't the father of neither one of them except for the youngest one. And I think that's the saddest thing about it. The same thing with fellas, you with somebody, and then they come to find out you got your side piece or whatever pregnant. Now look, and if that side piece decides to keep the baby, now you gotta basically explain what and why. To a point where again it's damaging y'all whole family. I'm sorry, some of y'all have to really think before you do things. Is going out on a limb more important than trying to keep your family together? Ryder, what's going on, my guy? No, that is a question. I mean, seriously. Is going out on a limb for your temptation more important than your family's sake? It shouldn't be, because honestly, it's not so much as it just damages your counterpart, it damages your children. And I ain't passing judgment, I'm just giving an observation on it. Because the first thing they're gonna be hurt about is, well, if you and dad was happy or if you and mom was happy, why did this happen? Because at some point that is gonna be the question. And again, that is the sad part about it all. Morals and responsibilities for real. No, it's not nobody trying to pass judgment or even trying to be funny style. But again, if you claim to love somebody from the heart and from the soul, there's no need for you to go outside your parameter. Riders, what's going on, baby? And this is a common problem again that we starting to see. And it goes to show again, this is what I was talking about the other day. Some people just not being real and coming to the table when needed. There's no way to There's no way to really give no clarification or anything. Again, essentially, this is what's happening now. These kids growing out without their real fathers because the mothers are being irresponsible. These kids growing out without fathers because irresponsibility. If it's not irresponsibility, it's just the situation at hand. Oh no, Miss T, this goes deeper. Because see, that's one thing I hate to say. Yeah, we have seen a little spike in that, but I'm going to say this: that lady took her own life because she couldn't face her decision. She couldn't face the fact that she lied to her husband this whole time, and only one out of those four kids is hers. And instead of her trying to be a real person and trying to alleviate the situation, she took the easy way out. But yeah, we have seen stuff like that. We have seen, men doing stuff like that too. Look, so it goes both ways. Because we have some women out here who are doing the utmost. Let's not forget, then that lady just got sentenced, the one that drowned all her kids in the tub. Yeah, like it goes both ways. But see, this is my thing on though. Again, know who you are vetting out before you do anything or go a step further. If you know you're not happy, there's no need for you to even try to push a relationship or anything further than that. Because you already know at some point when you're not happy, this is what we see. People are just moving on. Little Mario, what's going on, my guy? I already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Um, and again, that's crazy because you essentially again left your kids out here to not know who their real father is, unless that father decides to come up. But then again, he said it was different fathers, so who knows what's what. This is what I'm saying to a degree about just being irrational, irresponsible. Fellas, ladies, again, you forgot there is protection to use. Use it. If you don't want to have situations to where there's kids involved, use protection. Now again, unless you really plan on being with this person, y'all really gonna ride and die and y'all gonna, thug it out, then there's no need for you to go that far. And this is why again we have so many different issues when it comes to broken families. This is another reason why to some degree we are getting some of the stuff we getting right now, the plague and the chaos. Because too many people are having all of these families, secret families, and then it's crazy. Now, see, this the thing. 9 out of 10, that dude probably like some men. They are gonna do that, and some people will say, "Oh, but that's messed up." That's no. Listen, there's some men you can't tell them how to feel. You cannot dictate to them how to feel. What the hell are you doing? My fault, y'all. This is my thing again. Like, why is it that this is the problem going on now? Like, why is there a shift in just again the family culture, morality, all of that? I couldn't think to have kids in the world with somebody that I love and I'm truly embedded with, and I decide to go out and have kids outside the no. Yeah, what's going on, baby? It's saddening again because now look, more unanswered questions. Again, use protection, y'all. If you really not trying to create something as far as a family structure with a person, don't just sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this knocked up. Oh yeah, I'm definitely catching his." No, like, that, man, I'm sorry because it kind of got me a little uptight because I'm sitting there thinking like, all right, brother man probably just gonna tell us she done messed up, yada yada yada. But when he sat there and said that 6 days later she had a meeting with the chandelier, that means you literally hung yourself. So instead of you again trying to face everything, face your fears, even try to break down to your kids what's what, you decided suicide. So again, what about those kids? And if there's multiple fathers, do they even know that? And this is what I'm saying. The thing about it is that you're married. Once you done put that ring on, forget that. Once you done made vows and you really are committed to that, you're supposed to respect and honor that, regardless. He's there. What's going on, my guy? You're supposed to respect that. There should be nothing outside of anything that takes you into temptation. And that's on both ends. Because the same way they'll say, "Oh, men are no, women are notorious for doing it too." See, like I said, situations like this, I call it down the middle. Because the same way a man might go outside, have kids outside his marriage, the same way a lady will still be married to kids, or still be married and have kids outside of the marriage as well too, even to the point of tricking the husband. So again, it does go both ways when it's all said and done. Again, you can't think for everybody, but some people should have enough common sense to say, "Well, I really don't want this." This is where again I said people just don't know how to open their mouth and be happy. Open your mouth and express yourself. Communication is the key. Anita, what's going on, baby? Communication is the key. If you ain't being honest with somebody about what you want and how you want things, then you're going to be unhappy. And you're going to be unhappy for the long haul. Why? Because, again, you're going to end up doing things outside of your situation. Because, again, you're not facing your fears. Who else popped up in here I missed? Hammer, what's going on, baby? Nah, Ryder, you know I always call it down the middle, bro, because when you hear situations like this, the first thing they try to say is, "Oh, well, the men." No, stop just saying it's men. Because there are good men out there that ain't do a damn thing and then got cheated on. Look, what's going on, my guy? There's good men out there who have been going, even if they God-fearing men, they've been going by protocol as a man supposed to and still got done dirty. Whether this chick was for the streets or not. So I'm just going to keep it down the middle for real. Miss T, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would agree on that to some degree, but I have to disagree. You knew clearly what you was doing when you decided to have those three kids outside of Red Lock. If you and your husband are supposed to be happy, there should be no nothing. But then again, that goes back to what I said before. Everybody got to start vetting out who they about to start a life with. If I think the girl I'm trying to start something with is a cuckoo, I'm gonna still test the waters to see if it's really truth. And if it's truth, oh no, you gotta go. I'm not doing that because I got a feeling at some point it could turn dangerous, and it won't even be my fault. But we still ain't taking that. You know, certain situations, yeah, not all of them. But then again, they always say suicides always happen well after the fact of something that they could have avoided in the first place. At least, okay, do I face this or I just let myself go? That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna always call things down the middle because again, there are people who don't have no type of psychological sickness or illness nowhere and just done stuff just because they felt like doing it. Again, things in life is a choice. Tanya, what's going on, baby? This is what I'm saying. Now, for those who really do have something going on with them and they made irrash decisions or stuff like that to even go that route, again, that's different. If somebody already has a history of dealing with any type of issue like that, yeah, 9 out of 10, it could get worse if they not properly medicated or if they really just under a lot of stress. But I'm gonna also say this too: there are people again who know what the hell they're doing, but still do it anyway. Have a choice not to do it, but still do it. So again, it is essentially a decision. And some of your decisions, even when it comes down to that, could have a consequence that you don't want. Like I said, there's a difference between a man and a boy. So in certain situations, when it's coming to real life shit, the real men are gonna do what's necessary. The boys are gonna get too emotional. They're also gonna panic. They don't know what to do. And then the ones that are sick, they're still gonna do what they're gonna do unless you stop them. But it should never have to come to that because again, your safety, oh no, and your happiness. Come on now, your safety number one. Because how the hell could you be happy with somebody in life if you don't feel safe with them? That's what I'm saying. People don't think to say, let me really dig into this person's mind and see where they at. Let me make sure that they not, you know, they not to a point of harming me or harming themselves because of whatever. Because again, I know mental health to a degree does have a lot to play with certain things. But then again, there's people that don't have not a lick of an issue nowhere in their family as far as mental health at all. But again, this is the decisions they make. I don't care if it's wrong, I'm still gonna do this. I don't care if I ain't got no condom on. This feel good. Okay. And then them 9 months later happen. And again, a man is going to accept his accountability and his responsibility. A boy is going to panic and try to make any decision they can to try to alleviate that problem. BMF, what's going on, my guy? I'm trying to catch up with the chat. BMF, don't come in here without my damn scratch off. Matter of fact, I knew you was in here. Hold on. Don't come in here without my scratch off ticket, son. Here, take one of these for the team, son. Take one of these for the team. Just take one for the team. Just take one for the team. Coming here with no scratch off tickets. You gotta take another one for the team. Sunday without my scratch off tickets. Coming in on a Sunday without my scratch off tickets. Nah, I'm messing with you. D Truth, what's going on, my guy? No, but again, it is a clear decision on what you do. If I know for a fact I'm trying to build with somebody, and I mean I'm trying to build with somebody on all levels, once we then got to that threshold of we inseparable, there is nothing really getting rid of us. We are going to be a dynamic team. Then everything else will fall in line. There's kids involved, and guess what? Same thing. Gotta keep that balance. Like, all right, I'm already this deep in. I hear you, BMF. Yeah, because you want to be everywhere, son. You want to be everywhere. You want to be in the club. You want to be in the streets. You're doing too much. We're doing a little bit too much, sir. But again, you gotta make a clear decision. But I would also tell you too, again, if you ain't happy, open your mouth and say you're not happy. Even if you think you got something with somebody, but it's still not where you think it should be. Open your mouth and say something. Communication goes a long damn way. Even if you did decide, all right, we're gonna push the threshold, we're gonna get into this relationship and see where things go. If at some point you are unhappy, and that's on both ends, men and women, you unhappy, say something. Sit down and have the talk. And if y'all can't come to some sort of mutual agreement, then you know where to go from there. You part your ways. Breakups do not always have to be on the bad end either. Even if y'all tried to make something work and it didn't happen, all right, it don't always necessarily have to end off on a bad note. No doubt, D Truth. I know you on your way to the plantation if you ain't already in there. You a plantation baby, son. What I'm talking about, son. But like I said, you got some people that'll sit there and say, "Nah, it's crazy." Look here, if it didn't work out, it just didn't work out. As long as you know y'all didn't violate each other in any way, shape, or form. Because again, some people it don't necessarily be anybody doing anything. I've seen some relationships and nobody did nothing. Nobody cheated. Nobody did nothing. Just things wasn't where they should have been. And again, those people had enough common sense to say, well, if I'm unhappy, why am I going to continue to try to, block somebody else's blessing? For I might not be happy with you, but somebody else will be. So again, this is where we get it. That was a common logic to say, well, we not happy, we just ain't going. And some people still cool. Oh, Tanya, I'm good. I'm good. I was just disturbed about that story because, again, think about it. For those who might have just been tuning in, I'm partially talking about a story I heard about this lady taking her own life. And she did that 6 days later after her husband had found out 3 out of the 4 kids that they had together while they was married was not his. And this is what I'm saying. When you deciding you're going to get married, you need to be married for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. Don't think you marrying somebody just because, yeah, she hot now, she going to be hot forever, or vice versa. Don't sit here and think, yeah, I got me this, I got get. No, because things change over time, especially when you start getting old. Again, some people they'll tell you go to marriage counseling, so on and so forth. I don't always necessarily believe you need marriage counseling. In all honesty, relationships is almost like premarital, if you want to be technical. You're not married on paper, but if you're quote unquote shagging up together, or even if you're not, and you're doing it the old fashioned way, y'all caught, you're casually meeting up, and 1 minute you here, 1 minute you here. All right, that's cool. But again, I think it's crazy, again, when you are on that threshold of you already been married, and now y'all having kids outside of the marriage. You know, like I said, same way they say is, and I could say is that's not grown mentality. It's not grown up mentality. That's not logical mentality at all. Because there's no way you can tell me you happy and you love somebody, but then you having kids outside of a marriage. And again, that marriage is supposed to be sanctified under that holy, higher divine power. So again, once you already done shacked up and wifed up, all right, it's time for y'all to start doing what y'all got to do. Right, this popped up, but I think this was I think this is a little while. It probably was recent. It just popped up somewhere on my news feed, but then I miscalculated. I was trying to actually was trying to save that damn link. Almost threw my phone in the process because it tried to freeze on me. I don't know why, but it did. Well, technically, you are right. It is between three, but it's not the government. Oh, wait, my fault. My mouth. It ain't the government. For those who are God fearing, like y'all say y'all are, it's between you, your wife, and that higher power because he is technically seeking and watching over this. And if it ain't going right, hey, you already know where it's headed. If y'all don't find some way to combat the problem, then guess what? Either or party is going to end up doing something outside the realm they ain't supposed to be doing. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Like, I ain't no holier than thou. I'm not even a Christian. I don't go by no labels at all. I really just believe in a higher power. So I've always felt, all right, if you doing certain things under that belt, guess what? It is what it is. You know, and the main thing to remember again a lot of times is once you've already made a decision clear that this is what you want and this is what there should be no second guesses. There shouldn't be none at all. If I'm going all the way deep with this person, there's no need for me to turn back. And if I feel I need to turn back, I would, man, listen, I would stop well before we got this far. You know, and I do feel that way. Like, if I'm going to go deep with somebody, all right, let me make sure this is what I really want. Let me make sure that I don't have to worry about I made any mistakes or second guesses. If your heart is really in it with somebody, then guess what? Really, y'all supposed to be in it for the long haul, no matter what's going on. Some people have went to cheating just over the simplest things like money flow. Either one of y'all not getting no real money, all right, I'm going to do this. All right, I'm going to do that. Or you do something together, and then in the same token, you still mess yourself up because it's not really helping with your woes. But see, to be honest with you, bro, when was marriage certificates ever? I can say even when I was reading that good book, I can never remember anybody actually signing no papers about marriage. I couldn't remember a story about it being like that anyway. Once you chose who you chose, that was it. Once you done chose who you chose, you done bear kids with them, that was it. That was your wife right there. You chose that woman to be your forever. Guess what? You chose that man to be your forever. Y'all in it for the long haul. Because this is the thing some people fail to realize. There are a lot of people that beg and think they got the right to choose. You can't beg and choose, man. You got to pick your poison. You begging for somebody good to come in your life, let them come in your life naturally. And I'll be honest with you. If your heart is not in place, then you really don't need to be dealing on any type of level until you get yourself right. Exactly. That's exactly it. But this is the thing, though. Again, I don't recall back in any of those books that I did read, they was talking about people was signing marriages, oh, signing marriage licenses and stuff like that. No, I don't even remember if it was putting rings on the finger to prove that you was with somebody for life. Once you done laid up, had kids and everything, I believe, guess what? That is what it is. I believe in the ceremonies. I believe they did have ceremonies back in the day, but it wasn't these ceremonies like how we see now. Simple ceremony amongst the witnesses and whoever else, and y'all was getting married. You know, and this is what I'm saying. The problem do again lie within you. If you have the problem, you have to fix the problem. If you are with somebody, even if things are somewhat going great, but there's still something lacking, you need to tell them what's going on. If you don't tell them what's going on, then that's when the plague starts, in my opinion. Because now you're gonna end up doing something that you really don't want to do. It is time to think not just about yourself, but think about the other person that's in the seat with you, basically. If this is supposed to be a well-oiled machine, we in the car together, I got to be able to trust you on this road. If I can't trust you on this road, I either have two options. I'm going to bail out before time and tuck and roll, or I'm going to brace myself for whatever accident comes along the way. I hear you, East Dad. See, again, I've seen it for what it is. You know, some people actually look like they would have a decent, well-oiled shot as far as happiness, but they sabotage their own happiness. If you got something that's good and you know is definitely fresh, then keep it. See, again, you want to be beggars, like I said the other day. Some of y'all cry, oh, but my man gotta be taught. Person that love me gotta be taught. Gotta be this, gotta be that. No, the person that has your best interest at heart, the person that is made to love you, the person that could be your significant other for life. If you ain't intact with yourself, if your heart ain't in it, guess what? You missed your opportunity. And there's some people who have lost out on the opportunity because they was too scared to really take the shot. And then they let that plague them because it's like, well, damn, I could have been happy. Or who knows? Maybe if I would have, now it's the what ifs again. Yeah, because guess what? If you ain't got enough money to pay for that, for all the expenses, so on and so forth, yeah, you're gonna be left. You're gonna be left with a debt. Because again, I don't remember joint bank accounts and all that other stuff being spoken about back in the day. Maybe it's just because I live that old school, man. Or maybe it's that. I don't know. Some people are spending more than that, bro. I'll be honest with you, Ryder. Some people spending more than that, bro. Some people probably spending 50 to that, 100,000. Everybody want to be so luxurious and lavish when it comes to a wedding. Man, listen, you want to do all of that. If y'all got the money to do so, to you, hey, rock out. But if you know it's going to be debt behind it, you might as well be practical, even if it's a backyard wedding. That's better than having no wedding at all. But then again, you don't necessarily got to do but so much. Eve, what's going on, baby? I'm sorry again because I don't remember no marriage licenses, no joint accounts, none of that back in the day when you was choosing your husband or your wife. But again, this is something for some of y'all to think about. Before you go deep into that water, before you go deep into that boat with somebody, make sure your heart is in the right place. If your heart ain't in the right place, you ain't gonna be in the right place. And that boat that y'all on might sink. Because again, you're not just thinking about yourself. You gotta think about this person that you're putting in your life and that you're building with. A lot of things that come with that. And I've always felt again, if you're in it for the long haul, there should be no reason why any one of y'all going outside of your marriage is creating more kids. That creates confusion. And again, that messes up the solid foundation of what you're doing now. And you hate to hear stuff like that because again, now this is another brother that got to find out the hard way that somebody he thought he was married to and loyal to wasn't loyal to him. And again, y'all got to remember when you're going that far, loyalty, yes, It is important because I got to be able to trust you on all angles if I'm going far with you again. I can't be with you and then I think you might be out here cheating on me or even just doing me wrong on all angles. You could be out here foul mouthing me for all you know. This is what I'm saying. I got to be able to trust you fully. James Money, what's going on, my guy? But again, it is a sad moment, but nonetheless, it's still a sad, shocking reality. You know, again, like over the course of time, things have changed when it came down to the simplest thing, like even marriage. There was a lot of things that wasn't really required that now is required. I don't remember marriage counselors. Even in the Bible days, I don't remember marriage counselors. I just could remember from the stories I read, you picked your wife or you picked your husband and y'all moved forward from there. You brought kids in the world, you raised them right. And not saying every person was solid back in the day. No, everybody was their own individual person at the end of the day. There's some who was following the strict code. There was those who wasn't. There was those who were stuck in the middle. And then you got ones that just didn't care. I'm gonna spread my seeds everywhere. But again, causing a misshape and a balance. I think it's still like that to some degree too, if I'm not mistaken, on Danielle, because yeah, you gotta be sure. Because how could you say you love and care for somebody if you don't even know? Prime example, you don't know if y'all related. Just a lot of disturbing things that just it threw me off again. That one definitely threw me off today. And again, I could say R.I.P. You know, but reason why I'm saying even R.I.P. right now on another note is because I would say, you know, RIP to those hopes of those kids actually knowing who their real fathers are. That's the only thing that throws me off about that whole situation. Again, kids being stuck in situations like this, it's not right. Again, if you ain't going to be responsible, if you're not going to be caring and loving and be with that person, if you feel at some point it's going to go to a cheating stage, you might as well end the relationship or end the marriage right then and there. But even then, it shouldn't have got that far. Once you done got to the stages of marriage, that should be it. Everything that you thought you should have been doing, or everything that you thought you could have done, should have been done by now. You know, and that's the thing. Marriage is supposed to be sacred, holy, and it's supposed to be between two people. There should be nothing coming outside of that that tears that up. And again, if you're not happy, before you even get that far, you need to let that person know who you with. Let them know what it is. Because again, it's not fair. When you get upset balances like that, guess what? Use protection, like I said. If you ain't planning on building with somebody like that, use protection. And I would say it in an instant, if you still feel you on that notion of cheating on somebody, you might as well, before you even think to do it, just end it right then and there and be real with a person. Exactly. That's the sad part about it. But again, to find out 3 out of 4 of them kids ain't yours and you've been married how long? That's what I'm saying. Fellas, ladies, be mindful of what you're doing. Because it really is disheartening. Again, if I know I'm happy in my marriage, if I know we got kids and everything is good, comfortable, even through the rocky ups and downs, I'm not going outside of that. There should be no temptation that makes me go out there and mess up my family, especially if this was something I wanted. See, some of y'all be begging and asking for a gift, and then when the gift is presented to you, you fumble the bag one way or another. Not all of you, some of you. I believe most people made whatever decisions they made in life, and they was happy making them. And if they had to do it again, they would do it again. I don't blame you, Danielle. Like most people, ain't nobody with that. But again, it does essentially lie within you. If you feel something is off about whatever, then you need to confront it and say something right then and there. And if your suspicions or even if your things are on point, then hey, you know what to do. Move on. Essentially, you gotta realize when there's kids involved, they are the ones that are getting hurt worse than anything. Yeah, it is sad because that lady is not here now to properly raise her kids. Won't be here for the rest of their lives. But the sad part about it again is only that one child is going to know their father and actually might be with their father. So again, what about those other 3 kids? If there was multiple fathers, who's getting in contact with them? Are they even still alive? Those is questions you should be asking. That's why I said with some people, you have to be mindful of what you're doing, even in the heat of the moment. Be protected at all times. I can't listen. I don't condone it. I really stand against it. But hey, everybody is their own person. They make their own decision. But I would say, even if you thought to cheat, use protection. But this is what I'm saying to a degree too. There's a difference between grown men and women, and little boys and little girls. Little boys and little girls are going to make all the immature, irrash decisions. They might make some right decisions, but everything else is going to be sheer just, it is what it is. Whereas grown men and women are going to accept whatever they need to accept and make it right. I guess y'all must be talking about the Rhea situation right now in the chat. I see it. Exactly. And that's the crazy part about it, because again, if it's not the men having kids outside of it, it's the women doing that same thing. Again, like I said, it's a saddening situation. Again, families broken up, kids in limbo right now, not knowing what's what. It really does hurt my heart again because nothing like this should really be happening. It shouldn't, but it does. But again, it goes back to what you know and how you move and the way you moving. If you moving the wrong way in a relationship already, you need to get out that relationship before it starts getting topsy turvy. And I would say it on both ends. if it's to a point where you feel like you're already about to do something outside of the parameters. I don't care if you're married or if it's just a regular relationship. You need to either be upfront with yourself and let them know what it is, or suffer those consequences, because there will be backlashes to certain things. Be mindful of who you vet out, because there are some people right now kicking themselves, wishing they ain't messed themselves up, messed their family structure up, just for that piece of booty or for that piece of meat. Sorry, and that's on both ends. Got people kicking themselves now, like, damn, I shouldn't have even did that. Wasn't even worth it. Money, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I see a few people live right now too. Shout out to D Truth. Shout out to my man Cutthroat. Shout out to my man Cole. Now I had to come in for this morning chop up real quick because I just need to understand why these type of things continue to happen. Fellas, if you're not happy with the woman that you with, even if she don't want to accept the facts, you have to be real with her. And the same way, women got to do the same thing. You're not happy, you got to be real with them. And you got to be stern on what you believe in. See, like, when it comes to certain things, right, there are certain religions that believe in more than one wife. See, again, religions believe in more than one wife. I believe once you have crossed the threshold with somebody, that should be a defining moment. That should be an occasional and joyous moment. And the reason why I say occasional is because you should already be damn well happy if you made it that far. There should be no anything stopping you from keeping that ship strong. Dawn, what's going on, baby? Seeing, like I was saying earlier, you got some people who say, "Oh well, if they were still together and they all the kids involved, still that's their response." No, no, no. There's some men that, regardless of what, if they find out only one out of a potential whatever kids it is, they're gonna take care of their kid, their seed. Like most men, they're gonna take care of their seed. There's some men that are gonna take care of others, but there's different situations. Like I said, with that. There's some men who come into somebody's life. If somebody done lost a significant other, the child was involved. If they got something clicking and they really try, it'll happen on that level. But if I've been with you, you done did the do, and only one of them is mine, I'm only taking mine. I'm not taking the rest of them. I'm sorry to say it that way. I'll still be a fixture to a degree, but I ain't gonna not taking them, not gonna be held responsible for them. Because again, if you went out there and did what you did, then you need to be real, or you should have been real with those ones you was having those occasions with. And you honestly should have been protected if you was doing something. But then again, I still feel shouldn't have went down in the first place. Once you have children out of wedlock, man, that symbols the end of everything. That got to be one of the worst ones. That usually messes up a marriage. People either cheating on each other or having kids outside of. And then some of y'all not paying attention, or you're not caring about who you laying up with. You don't know if these people are playing with a full deck or not. And then again, it'd be your luck, young fella, it'd be your fault, or it'd be your mistake. You laid up with somebody because she that bad. Oh, she got the wagon on her. Oh, she got this. She got this. And you come to find out now she done showed her true colors, especially if there's a kid involved. Now you think she's gonna get rid of that kid? Nope, not at all. Again, how many marriages got messed up because of that? Your side piece done got pregnant, and now you got to break to your family what's going on. Or they done went to a point where, oh, if you don't say nothing, I'm exposing it. So again, you setting yourself up for kills. And the wrong type of kills. I think that's the saddest thing in the world. Again, when you're playing with the lives of children. That's how I feel. You're playing with the lives of children when they end up getting involved. Again, it's time for you young men and you young women out there, even some of you older folks out there that are still able to produce and do whatever. Look here, if you're not happy, state that you're not happy before you go that far. That's all I can tell you. I don't want to hear situations like that. Structures broken up because again, everybody decided to think with their hormones and not think with their clear logical mind. This is my thing all in all though. You gotta have some sort of consciousness when it comes to that. If I feel I know it's not gonna go but so far, for some people, they go far because again, they thought the physical attraction was just gonna be what it was, and they was just gonna keep it on the level they was gonna keep it on until kids came into the play. And then some people are just too unhappy but refuse to leave a situation and think kids will help the situation. It's not always the case, man. Again, I thought something was supposed to be magical and joyous once y'all done crossed that threshold of happiness and love. But apparently, again, most of these people are getting married for all the wrong reasons. Some people are forced to marry because they feel the better way to keep this family structure together is to marry. But then again, like, if your soul and your heart is not into it, then why go that far? And again, you have to think about the consequences. Now, when there are kids involved, you have to set the prime example. How does that look? You supposed to be married, you supposed to be happy with your husband, and you out here turning tricks on every corner, or you out here doing stuff on the low low. Same thing with you fellas. How's that supposed to look on them when you supposed to be the stern father figure, the disciplinary, and the teacher, and you teaching them that it's all right to go outside of the marriage and go have fun? Again, it's not just about lust, it's also about trust, and it's also about honesty and loyalty. Oh, snap. Dawn, you better bring me back a palm tree. Stop playing with me. Better bring son back. Definitely have safe travels, sis. You already know. And you already know. You family, baby. No doubt, Anita. Go get you some rest, man. You was supposed to been go to sleep. Yeah, we gonna matter of fact, before you leave up out of here, take this with you. Because you was supposed to go to sleep. I remember that. But you gotta take one of these. Definitely have a good one. And you try to get you some rest, sis. You already know what it is. I said I wasn't gonna keep y'all all day neither. I definitely want to chime in on that because again, that's a sad notion. Again, even though somebody lost their life, they chose to take their life because they didn't want to stand up and face the decisions that they made. And there are a lot of people who are doing that. I'm not just talking relationship wise, I'm talking about in general. They done made some choices. Some choices is having harsh repercussions. And when it's all said and done, instead of them just facing it up, they want to take the easy way out. You said, what? You gonna get me back? Hold on. You gonna get me back? All right. Well, since you said you're gonna get me back, see, now you gotta get one of these too. You gonna get me back. Better go feed that dog. Oh man. Nah, I'm just saying we all got to start really making wiser decisions. Again, if you're not happy at all, just let it be known. Like I said, I gave y'all a piece of me the other day. 16-year relationship down the drain, but nonetheless, we still cool and everything because we was homies before that. So it wasn't easy, but again, when you're not happy, you have to let it be known. And again, it was neither one of our faults really. Just things probably wasn't meant to be, but we try to prolong that. And sometimes people do that, but then again, you never know. For all you know, we probably was better off as friends, and we probably done blocked each other somewhat to a degree, because it could be people that definitely could give us what we want and need at that time frame. See, again, it's all about wants and needs, but it's also about love and happiness. If you're not happy, if your mind and spirit ain't in it, you ain't winning. There's something to think about, though. Brother Sunshine, what's going on, my guy? See, this is not me judging, but this was me just giving an honest opinion from the outside looking in. And the sad notion about it all, Miss T, get your matter of fact, Miss T, I knew you was gonna say something funny. That's why I got something special for you. Oh, I got something special for you. Wait a minute, where is it? Where is it? There you go. I know I'm messing with you. You know how to mess with you was. You know how to mess with you. I'm cool in sunshine. You already man. Enjoying this beautiful Sunday morning, even though it's kind of breezy. It just stopped raining early this morning. No, but see, to be honest with you, Miss T, like, look, this is the problem. I would honestly say it would have been over 4 years ago, but we really try to just work through everything and it didn't work out. So, hey, like I said, we still cooler than we ever been. Because again, we started off as friends, but the relationship aspect that's part is gone. I know that for a fact. See, again, some people can break up and not have too much of an issue. It is about, again, careful decision making and just being real. See, the whole time we've been together, we both been real on each other. I can say that much. There ain't no question of cheating or none of that. So again, not all relationships happen and collapse because of cheating or anything else. Sometimes things just don't be right. Nonetheless, again, I still feel that's messed up. You know, these kids are gonna grow up not knowing their real fathers, and the only one that will know their father is the youngest one. And another thing I wanted to tell y'all, I know I ain't forget about it. I know this month is still breast cancer awareness, but I also know cancer awareness. Period. Some of y'all again go get yourselves checked out when you need to. Like I said yesterday, found out some news I didn't want to find out really, but again, this is a clear sign of just making sure you taking care of yourself. And if you think something could be underlying, go get yourself checked for real. Got to be prepared in life. No matter what life throws you, you're gonna always have to be prepared as well. Series, what's going on, baby? Again, fellas, you're not happy. Tell that woman you're not happy. Ladies, you're not happy. Tell that man you're not happy. But before he even gets that far, make sure that's how far you want to go. I think that's the craziest thing in the world. Again, you know, having kids outside of marriage. Because essentially, at some point, you do have to explain to all of your kids how this became. It's definitely time to bring back strong morals that's needed. You know, it's time to really bring back a family structure. And the family structure can't be too structured if you're doing things outside of the realm of your family. Doesn't work. And just start having a logical mindset about it. Because again, I've always felt no kids should have to suffer that at least neither. No kid should have to know or not know who their father or their mother is. Or both. And all in all though, y'all, just I had to chime in on that. Again, for those who might be suffering or those who might not be aware of it, just go get yourself checked out again. I'm still speaking to those who might be dealing with any type of ailments that you wasn't accustomed to dealing with. Again, your health is the number one concern. Without your health, you have nothing. You won't be it. This is my thing. You know, everybody's bodies is shaped and built differently. But the main thing to remember is check. Even if you got to go down your family tree, check to see, what underlying issues you might be having or that your family suffers from. Because 9 out of 10, you could be ending up suffering with it too. Or if not, you could pass it to your offspring. So again, get yourself checked out. Ladies, get yourselves checked out. Make sure you ain't suffering from any type of cancer. breast cancer, ovarian cancer, get your whole body checked out if you have to. Never know what could be underlying. And RIP to those who might have passed away recently because of cancer. And again, you fellas too, get yourselves checked out for breast cancer. I don't think it can't happen to you. It can. They'll try to say there's certain things that can't happen, but it can happen. Can happen. Again, the best form of loving yourself is making sure you're taking care of yourself. That's on all angles. Taking care of yourself. Cancer is one of the worst things to battle. Same thing I would say about HIV and AIDS. Same thing I would say about a few other things that go along those lines of diseases and cancers. But cancer definitely just something that it sucks. Sorry, it does. We've lost some great people along the centuries due to that. So again, go get yourself checked out. If something seems wrong, even down to your breathing, go get yourself checked out. Ladies, y'all know y'all feeling lumps or whatever, go get yourself checked out. Again, your health is your most important wealth. Because without it, how can you enjoy life? How could you see things progress and move forward in life? And if you got kids, you want to try to be here as long as you can for them. So again, definitely get yourself checked out. Nonetheless, though, just really had to bring this out this morning. Because again, it's a sad motion right now. If it's not women having kids outside of their husbands' marriages, it's vice versa. If you're not going to be in it for the long haul, if you feel at some point you are going to go down a deceitful road, you might as well call it quits right then and there. Don't string along nobody's heart. That's the one thing to always remember too. You can't string along somebody's heart because in the long run, it affects them as well too. You know, any type of cancers that you know for a fact could be underlying problem, might not be aware of it again. Go see what you can do. I think it's the saddest thing in the world when we losing people to something that we really can't even get rid of. RIP to my brother that just lost his life. It's gonna be crazy because again, this is somebody that I'm used to seeing every so often, whether I was at work or whether I was out in the hood. But I give him that much. My boy definitely fought a good fight because this wasn't the first time he done suffered something and it could have been died. Sometimes it just don't be your time to go. So main reason why I feel bad mostly is again, I'm thinking about his family, also thinking about the situation with his company. That man got his own company. So who's gonna take over everything since you're gone? And essentially what happens to those all of those employees that you got up under? Again, for some of y'all fellas, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves. Ladies too, take care of yourselves. If you got to stop doing certain things, stop doing them. If it's going to keep you here longer, listen. Definitely appreciate you, Sirius, for dropping the links, baby. Oh, shoot. For those who ain't following me on Twitch, following me on Rumble, please make sure you do. I think today I'm going to test pilot again. That channel could be back up in here like around 5 or 6. And we're going to definitely rock out to thank some tunes. We're going to need some. And, and this is what I'm saying. Like, this is a person that was cool with everybody, especially people in the job. So it is going to feel weird. But, the main thing is, you know, lived his life, raised children, did what was necessary, and he couldn't ask for nothing more than that. And again, some people don't know when their time is. Some people might be here for a long haul. Some people might not be. But again, try to keep yourself as healthy as possible. Even if you can't be the healthiest, you could be the healthiest in spirit. Keep your spirits up. When you do too much stressing, you start declining even more, especially if you already are sick. So the main thing again to remember is always keep your spirits high, no matter what. Because once you start letting that type of thing plague your spirit, so always keep yourself in the best light, no matter what. Be 1 second, y'all. Like I said, my bad. I was trying to avoid some music, and apparently that music is still further down the block. So yeah, don't need to see no copyright emails, and I'm not in control of the music. So yeah, my bad, y'all. But again, you know, the best way to self love and have love for yourself is taking care of yourself. So again, I would advise all my men and women out there, get yourselves checked out if you feel something wrong with you, and don't go against the grain. Don't wait until it's too late. And today is definitely Soulful Sunday. So that's why I said, if you ain't subbed up, if you ain't on Twitch by now, make sure you get up on it. Definitely gonna bring some heat today. So I just always felt like this though. Again, the best course of action, especially when you live in your life, is just value your life, number one, and make sure that the decisions you are making are the best decisions for you, and also the best decisions for when you decide to build your own clan. I think this is the saddest thing in the world again, though. Between cancer, stress, everything else along those lines, they are killing people at a rapid pace, and people are not really aware that they had it. So again, you gotta be mindful of what you're doing, what you're putting in your body, and just giving yourself a proper balance one way or another. Mo, what's going on, baby? All in all, though, I hope everybody is enjoying these Sundays. Mostly just wanted to come in and chime in on that topic. And my reaction again to it is it should have never got that deep. Once you get married, all bets is off. Everything that you think you want to do or think that you should be doing, that should be over with. Because again, stages and phases in life. Those stages of I just want to be wild and free. All right, you want to be wild and free when you're single. That's all bread and gravy. But once you decide to go further than expectations, oh yeah, that should be out the window. Let me get a hall pass. For what? You should have been figured out and did everything you were supposed to do before you even decided to take that step into marriage. Mo, I ain't got no book coming out soon. I do got some mixtapes coming out called the Child Support Mixtapes. Y'all already know what's coming, baby. Nah, we stop messing with y'all though. Yeah, support your neighborhood fake local rapper over here, man. The Child Support Mixtapes coming soon, part ones and twos. No, but even if I did decide to write a book, man, listen, it got to be. It's not so much as that I'm not authentic. It just got to be the right timing for it. Even still, this is like a book right here. Every damn audio log, despite the BS and the madness of me chewing certain people out, this is a book, and it's also still a chapter of my life. So I came onto this app. This is a chapter in my life. But see, I didn't come on here like some people, um, and I definitely not leaving out like some people. But what I do believe again, you know, the best talks and the best ideas do come from different groups of people. And again, it should show people how a community should be built and how it should be prospered, even when there is little disagreements amongst, you know. In this chapter of my book in life, it ain't been bad, despite everything. Even out of last night, some people probably took my message the wrong way. I don't get it twisted. I'm not leaving, but there are some things I'm not going to be restricted, and I'm not going to be told when or what to say. So that's what I said. I'm building up my other channels because I don't need no restrictions. I'm definitely not taking them from nobody. Because again, if you are trying to stifle creativity, then there's no need for me to create anything over here. Again, I'm speaking to those high ups too. You better start figuring out exactly what really should be done and what shouldn't be done. Because if you're allowing everything else to run amok, then you allowing everything else to run amok, and you allowing the content creators to be stifled, then how are we creating content? Tamika, what's going on, baby? Oh no, I know, Mo. I know. Don't worry, I'm catching up with the chat to a degree. My bad. I really was trying to avoid. I don't know what the hell this truck was doing. My bad, y'all. See, New York City life, it happens. You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, true blessings in life. Your true blessing again is waking up every day, whether you believe it or not. That is still a blessing because there are some people who didn't get that chance to wake up. There are some people who might not wake up tomorrow. There's some people who might not wake up next week. You never know. But again, while you are blessed to be here, try to put the best in your life. Why be here just to put nothing but chaos, misery, and sorrow in your life? Wait, Miss T, you trying to do some content, homie? Hold up, homie. You trying to do some content? Oh, snap. Definitely gonna support you, sis. You already know what it is up in here. I just know when I come in your darn live, I don't see a pork chop sandwich, Miss T. I'm putting all the responsibilities on you. Every time we in the club, putting responsibilities on you. I don't care if you're new here today. No. Well, I see. I'll be honest with you. That's on all levels. That's not even just the sex level again. That's on all levels. I get where you're going with that, Riaz, but that's not just on that. If I can't fulfill your needs spiritually, emotionally, and none of that, then it's pointless to be with somebody like me, if that's the case. And vice versa. It would be pointless for me to be with somebody if I feel they're not feeding me on all levels. Because when you feed me on all levels, like I feed you on all levels, we don't never starve and we don't never got to go outside of the comfort zones to eat. Miss T, you know what? That's it. I tried to spare you, right? Miss T, come get little Carlton. Sirius, come get little Brittany. Who else in here taking responsibilities today? Riaz, come get all 1,000 of your nephews, son. Money Low probably still somewhere in the shadows. Yeah, you too. Come get the PC. Come get your 1,000 nieces. Who else in here is shadow hugging right now? I told you I'm putting people on the spot today, baby. No. I know, bro. I know. But yeah, some people that would be a straight cause for divorce because if you giving me everything else except that, and if that's the same way. If I'm giving you everything except that, at some point somebody not gonna be happy. But again, if y'all open your mouths and communicate, especially when you are married, you could probably fix a lot of your problems before it becomes real major problems. The saying, communication would always be the key. Oh no, listen, Miss T, that part right, I don't know. I'm talking about, look, I wasn't even talking about that. I'm just saying that would be some for some reason. And some people will actually still do that. Surprisingly or not, some people will still do that. If they feel they are not being satisfied on any level, regardless of what, they will leave. I've seen this happen. I don't care about. I just told you I don't care about you new here. You gonna take these responsibilities, Dane? Matter of fact, come get little Janie. I told you don't start my madness today. Leave me alone. I was trying to be nice and peaceful with the world, and you just had to mess it up. See? Try to save you. I tried to save you. Definitely appreciate you for dropping all those links. Serious, baby. But again, y'all, self love, and self respect. And you should love and respect yourself to know how far you're going to go with somebody. And if you're going to go far, then let it be for the right reasons and not for the wrong reasons. Um, Again, hopefully those kids do find some sort of solace in life, but chances are they probably won't. And that's the saddest thing to think about. Again, kids getting caught in the crossfire of irresponsibility and lust. But nonetheless, we go figure out lunch. Like I said, I'll definitely be back on that channel. Y'all ain't got Twitch, you better get it. Cause I think I'm gonna see how this pans out. If I don't like what I see, then I'm gonna give one final performance tonight on the main. No, not on the main page. Hell no. I'm gonna give one last final performance on either one of those pages, and that's gonna be it as far as being YouTube music and all of that. Nah, not doing it. Sorry y'all, but just not gonna be doing the madness. Like I said, stifling creativity or just stifling something good, bringing people together. I ain't for it. I'm not for it. Oh no, that's what they was talking about recently, Miss T. Actually, one or two states actually done said that. Mandatory DNA testing as soon as a kid is involved. Yeah, because you're gonna have to do so. Because look how many men have been thinking they was these kids' fathers and they wasn't. Look how many people had on bonds with these kids and it done messed them up. I've always felt that way. Mandatory DNA testing because you're not going to sit here and pin some kid on another man when you should be pinning on the right man. And if you ain't sure who the right man is, you better find out. Sorry, that's how I feel. Some people that are for the streets, they are the ones that always find out the hard way. Thinking they pinned something on somebody, and when they come to find out it ain't, now you looking crazy trying to find out who it is. Again, you should not let it go on that far. Be responsible in what you're doing. If you're not prepared for the 9 months later on any angle, don't put yourself in that angle at all. Yeah, it's easier said than done, but nonetheless, just felt like I needed to chime in on that. Um, my scalp hurt, y'all. My fault. My scalp hurt today. My scalp hurt for good reason. And just to let y'all know how bad my scalp hurt, I'm gonna let y'all know how bad my scalp hurt. Oh yeah, Miss T, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a lot, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna lie, we already know some of that was staged, but the rest of it that wasn't staged, it's crazy. Because how many times you really gonna go take a DNA test, or how many people you actually gonna go test? What the hell you doing in the middle of the streets? Oh snap, cops here? Oh, live from Nosy Nate News. I got 3 cop cars sitting on the corner, but for what reason I don't know. Where are they going? What are they doing? Who getting arrested? Yeah, my scalp stay hurting, Tiny, because it's too much making my scalp hurt, man. You know this. But again, just most you can do right now, again, is have self-love and respect for yourself. Don't put yourself out there, especially if you got something great already. And again, if you're not happy, you gotta open your mouth and state that you're not happy. It's time to stop seeing things along that nature. There's 4 cop cars. What the hell happened? Wow, what the hey, I'm from Nosy Nate News. What the hell is going on right here? Something must have shit, another car. Okay, that's 6 now. I'm out of here. I don't know what happened, but I actually seen 2 cop cars in the middle of the street this morning when I got off work. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully it was. It don't look like it was no car accident or nothing. So I don't know. My scalp hurt, though. My beautiful pole scalp. I'm gonna definitely find out what the hell going on. This is too unkosher for me. Too unkosher. We got too much substance. No, but all in all, though, like I said, just start loving yourselves more. Start making the more correct decisions. Don't put yourself out there. But let me get myself up out of here. We'll figure out my lunch situation and stuff. Um, Definitely appreciate you again for dropping all those links. Serious, baby. Like I said, y'all definitely make sure y'all follow me on Twitch. I will be back around 6. And I'm going to hit you with the old school flicks. You understand me? I could do an open discussion tonight. It depends if I don't pass out. Because again, your boy running on juice right now. Your boy ain't rap too tight, but your boy running on juice right now. So again, we gonna always bring some good talks and conversation, whether it's once a day, 20 times a day. Because as long as we got stuff like what I just spoke about earlier still going on, we'll have nothing to run out of talking about. Nonetheless, though, it's always a blessing checking up on the people. And again, I'll definitely be back later. So if you ain't subbed to Twitch, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be checking. I don't see no love. I already know what I gotta do. I gotta come back and give y'all a grand finale on YouTube. I ain't doing no more music on this sucker no more. And when I do, it's gonna be red. But again, it's always love with y'all. Um, Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday mornings, afternoons, and evenings. And happy Monday to all you future babies. Y'all already know what it is, rocking with your boy. Um, like I said, I'll definitely be back later on the Twitch channel. I'll definitely try to see if I set this open panel up. So, y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, you already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give it real. That's all I'm doing is give it real topics and real goods. I said I'll definitely be back later in the club then. And we're gonna have some good old fun dims. Okay. Definitely always a blessing. I'll see y'all later on. Y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.